Want to know the secret to an unforgettable summer salad? Start with sweet, juicy Ontario peaches with this peach, beet, and arugula salad. Stay tuned. Hi, welcome to Cooking with Cori. I'm your host, Chef Cori Doern. I also happen to be a proud media spokesperson for Foodland Ontario, and this is my favorite season. Peaches. Ontario peaches are so good, and they're so good in everything. So today, I'm going to show you how to make an absolutely delicious peach, beet, and arugula salad. It's sweet, it's spicy, it's got everything. Starting with, of course, Ontario peaches. So you've got these absolutely beautiful Ontario peaches that I peeled and then I sliced thin. And what I'm trying to do is make sure that my peaches, to go along with my beets, that they're cut about the same thickness. And then that way you can enjoy that mouthfeel a little bit more. So yes, absolutely Ontario beets, which I steamed. You could also roast these if you'd like, just so that they're just tender, and then store them in nice cold water, and then slice them the way I've sliced them here. I've also got some Ontario shallot, or shallot, which is a combination of garlic and onion, which is going to bring a nice spiciness to the salad. And of course, arugula. Ontario arugula, also known as rocket, really pulls all of those wonderful flavors together. You've got the spicy of the shallot, the spicy of the arugula, the sweet beet, and the absolutely gorgeous Ontario peach. And now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this together with our dressing. Which is, I've got some lovely oil. We're going to start with the salad oil. And then I've also got some lemon juice. And I've got some white vinegar. And I have also got some Dijon, which is a wonderful addition, an emulsifier for any kind of dressing that you're doing. Usually I'll add the oil last, but I don't think it's really going to make a difference right now. I'm going to add some tarragon leaves, which really is going to add what a beautiful flavor to this. And of course, last but not least, some Ontario honey, which is going to give that lovely sweetness. And I'm just going to start whisking this up, and I'm going to add a pinch of salt and pepper. There we go, reminding you guys at home that you can always add, you can't take away. Awesome. And this dressing, as you can see, it came together very, very, very quickly. And one of the little chef's tips that we always have is if you've got something that is earthy or you want it to absorb the flavor of what you're making, nothing is better than just adding just a little bit of the dressing to the beets, just to kind of get it started a bit. And then that way, once you've made your beets and you're starting your process of cutting all of your other ingredients, your beets can hang out in this lovely dressing, kind of getting a head start where it comes to the flavor. And then the rest is just easy peasy assembly. So I'm going to start with our absolutely gorgeous Ontario peaches. And you can be as creative as you want with this. What I like to do is, you can put this in a big salad bowl if you want, but I usually like to serve my salads on a platter. Because I find it's just easier to grab everything, and then that way you get more coverage. And when you're doing this recipe, I'm going to say the very last thing you want to do is slice the peaches. I suppose you could store them ahead of time if need be, but you know, they're just so fresh and juicy, you're going to want to use them right away. And then I'm going to add my lovely shallot, which smells so good. And again, you're the chef. You get to decide how much you want of anything. If you don't want to use shallot, you can always use an Ontario red onion, or, you know, really get as creative as you'd like. And then I am going to, of course, go to my beautiful beets, which have a little bit of that dressing going on. And I just like to make it look so pretty. And again, this is one of those salads. It comes together so quickly. When you get your ingredients all ready to go, it just comes together so fast. And then last but not least, we've got our beautiful Ontario goat cheese. You could use Ontario feta too, which makes it look so pretty. And done with our lovely pumpkin seeds. You're going to enjoy this all summer long. See you next time.